Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope you all are fit and fine. Students, now we are going to begin chapter number 3, data handling. What is data? First of all, we should know this. What do we mean by data? Data is information. Any sort of information collected is data. And before collecting data, we should know what we are going to use it for. And once we have collected data, we should know how to handle it. That is, how to organize it and how to make use of it. Because any data collected should give us some information. We should be able to take out some inference out of it, right? So certain situations where we can collect data, we can say are, like here we have mentioned, performance of class 7 in mathematics, number of children below age of 5 years in your locality. You can find out, you can collect that data, or number of COVID cases which rose from April to June in Delhi. Or this can also be a sort of data collection. You can ask people around you in your area, in your locality, that how many days in a week do they exercise, right? Any collection, any information collected is data, right? Now there are three measures of central tendencies which we are going to learn about now. First one is arithmetic mean, then we'll talk about mode, and then we'll talk about median. Children, you might have come across certain statements or certain situations like might have heard saying people that average temperature in Delhi is about 43 degrees C, or average age of students in your class, that is in class 7, is 12 years. So what do you mean by that? That everyone in your class is of 12 years? No, it may be that some of you are 11 years, 8 months, 9 months, maybe 10 months. And some of you are 12 years, 1 month, 2 months, more than 3 months, more than 12 years. So, but overall, the average age of you people in class 7th is 12 years. So this is average or mean age, we call it as. Or if I say that Ila spends on an average 5 hours daily for her studies. So is she spending daily 5 hours? Sometimes maybe 4 hours, someday maybe 6 hours, but on an average she is spending 5 hours. Now we'll learn how to calculate arithmetic mean or the average. Now the formula we use it for is the sum of all the observations divided by total number of observations. For example, we are asked to find the mean marks out of 25 by 11 students, which are given as follows. Now mean is sum of all these marks. We'll add up all these marks and divide it by 11. We got 154 by 11 equal to 14. Hence, the mean marks are 14, or the average marks are 14, right? Another example we can take. Suppose if I ask you that how many hours do you sleep on from Monday to Sunday, if we count, maybe Monday you are sleeping for 5 hours, Tuesday 7 hours, like this we have this data collected, and we are going to find out that on an average how many hours do you sleep per day. Now average or mean, as we know, is sum of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. How many are these? These are 7 in number, 7 days in a week, so divided by 7. 49 by 7 gives you 7. Hence, on an average, you sleep 7 hours per day. One thing we have noted here, students, that mean value or the average value always lies between the smallest observation and the largest observation. Mean cannot be more than the largest observation, and it cannot be smaller than the smallest observation. It always lies in between of the two, right? Now we talk about what is range. Range is whatever data is given to you, you will find out the maximum value, the highest value out of it, and the lowest value. The difference of the two, the highest and the lowest value, gives you the range. For example, here we have taken this data. Here highest value is 20 and the lowest is 13. So the range is 20 minus 13, that is equal to 7. Fine. Now students will talk about mode. Mode is from the set of observation, that observation which occurs maximum number of times, or we can say whose frequency is maximum, which is occurring more number of times, maximum times, right? For example, in this data is given to you. We have arranged this data in ascending order so that it becomes easier for us to find out now which number is repeating how many times. Like here 4 is twice, 5 is written thrice. So the number 5 is occurring maximum number of times. Hence, mode of the given set of observations is 5. Clear? Now we'll talk about median. Now median refers to the middlemost observation of the given set of observations. Only thing is we have to be careful. First of all, we have to arrange the given data either in ascending or in descending order. Like here we have taken the example. This is the set of observations. First of all, we have arranged this data in ascending order. Now since median is the middlemost observation and these are 7 observations, so 1, 2, 3rd and this is the 4th observation is the middlemost observation. 3 on this side, 3 observations to the right of it. This 25, that is the 4th observation, is the middlemost one. Hence median is 25. Right? Now we'll discuss certain questions from your exercise based on mean, mode and median. Like here I have taken this question number 3 of exercise 3.1. Find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. Now we know whole numbers begin from 0. So the first 5 whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So mean is adding all these, dividing by 5. We got 10 upon 5 equal to 2. Now another question we have taken, we are given rainfall in a certain week on each day. Monday how much was it, Tuesday how much was it, and we are asked to find first of all the range. Now range is highest value minus the lowest value, that is 20.5 minus 0 equal to 20.5. Mean rainfall we can calculate adding all the values divided by 7, which comes out to be 41.3 upon 7 equal to 5.9. Now if you are asked how much is the rainfall less than the, on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall. So we'll see from the table that on how many days was the rainfall less than 5.9. So we have seen from the table it is 5 days. Hence rainfall less than the mean rainfall is on 5 days. On 5 days it is less than the mean rainfall. Now students, based on this you can do questions from exercise 3.1 and 3.2. So any problems, any doubts, we can discuss it in the class. Thank you.